So let's get started. We're going to be talking about GDEP today, Global Debt Elimination Program. I'm going to talk a little bit about what it is, but the main part, we're going to show you how to use the program. We've got quite a few agents that use this, like Art said, as a lead source to help get rid of clients' debt, but also to use it to free up some money for an IUL or a life policy in general. A lot of people think they need to get rid of their debt first before they start saving their money. But I mean, when you really think about it, when was the last time most people were debt free? Probably high school. So we have used this program to help eliminate debt quicker while freeing up money to save at the same time. So we want to use it twofold. Okay, so this is a proprietary program that we have that enables families to eliminate their mortgage and all debts very quickly. Most cases, they can get rid of their debt in as little as a third to half the time. For those of you who have seen it, you've seen the power of it. And we'll give a couple examples here in a minute. We've got a 90% client retention rate. Most people who use this program, they stay on it because it's very efficient and very solid at helping get rid of debt automatically, automated. And again, we'll show you how that works. And we've serviced over about 35,000 clients with it. It's not debt consolidation. It's not debt negotiation, not settlement, not payment plan. It doesn't negatively affect credit. It's all based on margin. And I'll explain what margin here is in a second. And so it's a true debt elimination program. Okay, we're not adjusting anything. We are truly eliminating it a little bit quicker with margin. And so everybody knows that debt causes a loss of a lot of things: money, time, health, freedom, opportunities, lifestyle. It leads to sickness, crime, depression, divorce, a lot of different things. And so one of the goals with this program is to help people get rid of it. We want people to live their true life, but part of it is not just getting rid of the debt. Part of it is also being able to save that money so that way when they retire, they can continue to live the lifestyle they want. And if you have debt and you don't save, that's not going to happen. And so how does it work? Fair Isaac, which is a reporting agency, says that the average consumer has about 13 creditors on the report. So that's mortgage, that's credit cards, student loans, personal loans, business loans, things of the such. All right, so we want to think, how many different ways are there to pay off 13 debts? So if we come down here, there are 6.2 trillion different ways to pay off 13 creditors. How do you figure out which one's the fastest? Well, that's what our program does. The program figures out which way is the absolute quickest to pay it off. Okay, and again, we're going to show you an example that we put together so you can see how it does work. So like I said, we use margin. There is another way to reduce debt, and that's to adjust interest rate. But when you adjust interest rates, that could negatively affect your credit, and we don't want to do that. We only want to help the credit, and that's all by margin. And so what margin is anything you put above minimum. So if your minimum is $50, but you put 100, that's $50 of margin. And so what we do is we take all of that margin, okay, and we start sending it. The program sends it to one creditor. All right, if you've heard of the snowball effect, that's essentially what this program does, but this does it automated. It does it for you. You don't have to, all you have to worry about, the client has to worry about is the money's in my bank account, it goes to GDEP, and GDEP pays for everything. Okay, still your money, you still have control, you still have access to everything, but GDEP makes the payment for you because it's all about payment timing. A lot of people don't understand that, your account gets posted on the 1st, but they tell you it's not due till the 5th. Well, that's 5 days of interest that they're building up. So our program takes that into consideration, and as soon as it's posted, GDEP pays it. So that way you have minimal interest payments going to each creditor. All right, so let's talk about how to input information. Now, I'm not going to go over the slides. When we send you these slides, we're going to have all of this so you can see exactly how to input everything, but I'm going to show you using my software. Okay, can everybody see? Let me get rid of this. Can everybody see this? Okay, I see some heads nodding. I'm going to do that. All right, so I'm going to log in. We can get you a login once you get appointed. All right. or you can just send me all the information. We'll put it together for you. All right. So right here, we're going Jerry Seinfeld. Okay. He needs debt help. Okay. So it's very simple. Whenever you want to add a new client, all you do down here is click add. Okay. You have to have first name, last name, their address, their country, state, zip. You have to have at least one email. You have to have at least one home phone, monthly income, and then if there's a second client, you have to have that. So I'm not going to input it all. I'm just going to real quickly come down here and go finished, and I'm just going to go to Jerry, and you can see, so Jerry Seinfeld, I've got his address here in beautiful Texas. There's his email, phone number. That's the monthly income. He's come on rough times after being on Seinfeld. All right. The program fee will automatically be calculated in there. So right now we have it at $24.95. There's a monthly of $59.95. Rodolfo is going to help explain this, but that is right there. The $24.95 is what it costs. Now that might sound like a lot up front to be able to pay, but again, Rodolfo is going to, when he shows you an illustration and he shows how much money that the client has saved over time, it's nothing. All right, and you might be shocked as how much it truly is. Okay. Once you've done that, so like I'm gonna come back here, you click this add button. So I've added all the information. You just click add. All right, I'm just gonna click finish. But once it's added, you have all their information there. Okay. Now I can. 1 second. I took some screenshots on my phone to make sure I'm inputting the right info. Okay, sweet. All right. Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna come to restructure. Okay. Like I said, a restructure. There's a program fee. And so what I do in the Restructure tab is I put that program fee in there to show the client, hey, even with the program fee, you're still getting rid of your debt quicker. So again, you're going to click add. We're going to hit the down arrow. I'm going to go enrollment fee. And I'm just going to put GDEP fee. Okay. I have to put $24.95. Oh, my numbers aren't working. There we go. $24.95. My interest rate, I put it as 0. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Wrong photo. There we are. Okay. New payment, I'm just going to put 25. Okay. Because again, all I'm trying to do is show them with GDEP still in there that they can still get rid of their debt quicker. Okay. So notice it automatically filtered. That's 100 months. Anywhere this black dot is, when you see that black dot, it will automatically calculate that number. So if that black dot was up here, it would automatically calculate this, but I have all this information, so I want it to calculate how long it will take. I'm just going to put the first, and then I have to put closing cost of 0, okay? So that is my enrollment fee. All I'm going to do down here is click add. Boom, now it's in there. So again, I'm just showing them this is where they put it. Now, the client might put it on a credit card, all right, and that's what I'm going to say 90% of people do. Some might pay cash, and that's fine too. All right. There is a button, like if I click here and I need to add it. I need to click finish, my bad. If I click here and I click edit and I go down, I can put cash. So if they tell you, hey, I'm going to pay this cash, cashier's check, whatever the case may be, you would just put cash, and notice it's just the amount. All right. There's nothing else to add, but I'm going to keep it enrollment fee for now. Okay, update. All right. So there's my structure, there's my fee. Next, we're going to come to current debts. Now, this is where you put every single creditor down, okay? So I'm going to do a couple here for you, but notice, like, I have a student loan, so you can put student loans in there. I can do cars, so I've got cars in there. I've got a personal loan, all right? And then I've got some credit cards, all right? So now I'm going to add another credit card. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the add, down arrow, credit card. I'm just going to put credit card company 3. The amount, $950. Let's say the interest rate is 22%. Minimum payment is 25. Notice again, my black dots right here, it automatically tells me how long it would take that client to pay it off. 130 months. That's how long it will take the client to pay this off, paying minimum with that interest rate. Payment date is the 22nd, additional 25. So that's margin, okay? And we just click add. So right there, let me click finish. Company 3, there it is. Now notice term with additional. So this is the term that it would take without any additional. With the additional, they basically cut it in half. So it does show you how long it takes with their entire payment. Okay. Now let's add something else. Let's add a mortgage, because a mortgage can be a little tricky. So we're going to go mortgage company. Dang, I can't type today. Okay, the amount, let's just say it's 150K. The interest rate's 4%. The minimum is 800. Now, let me stop here. The minimum payment is only for principal and interest. Okay, so a lot of people pay escrow and taxes and insurance along with their minimum payment. So if they say, you know, I'm paying $1,500, was that principal and interest, or is that principal, interest, and escrow? Oh, that's everything. Okay. The additional you have to put right here where it says additional payment. So let's say this client pays $1,500 a month, but only $800 goes to principal and interest. So we put $800 here. The rest, which is insurance, escrow, and taxes. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't put it there. Right here, my bad, everybody. Right here, taxes, insurance. This is where you put the extra $700. Additional is anything above minimum. We're going to say payment on the date. Okay, so let me rephrase. Let me restate that. If they say I pay, you know, $1,500, $2,000, whatever the case may be, you have to ask them, okay, is that everything? Is that principal, interest, and escrow, or just principal and interest? And if they say that's everything, you have to get the breakdown. So I've got $800 of principal and interest, $700, which is taxes, insurance, the escrow account. Okay. An additional payment, I'm going to put 0. They don't pay any extra to the house. So that's the only thing. If I would put $1,500 right here, it's going to throw the numbers off. Okay. So you've got to make sure you separate escrow, insurance, and taxes if they truly pay it within their minimum payment, like most people do. So then we click add and finish. All right. Now we've got the mortgage company. So like I said, you do that for every single creditor, every single one. Okay. And then we come to options. Now, remember, we use this program to help free money up. So right here is the current margin, $300. Give me one second. I got a chat. Where's my chat box? There it is. What happens if the amount changes the following year because of taxes? Great question. Whenever they're in the program, okay, after they're in, they're going to have a certain rep personal to their account. And if anything changes, such as, you know, taxes or escrow changing, all they have to do is tell their advisor that's personal to their account, hey, my escrow has changed. Here's my new payment. Okay. Let me give you an example. I had a client that their payment was like $31.90 up here in Dallas. Okay. So that's how much they were paying to their mortgage, $3,190, and then their their escrow went down a little bit. I don't remember how much, but their new payment became $3,020. So all I told them to do was call the advisor or email the advisor, say, hey, here's my new payment, and they adjusted everything for them. Okay, so if anything changes, if you add a credit card while you're in the program, you just need to tell the advisor, hey, here's my new credit card, let's add it. And they'll add it and they'll recalculate everything. So great question. Okay, so like I said, what we're trying to do is we want to free money up to help start saving for retirement. Because again, it would take a long time to get rid of debt and then start saving, probably too long. So all I'm doing here is I'm going to show decrease, increase, their margin. Okay, so right here they have $300 in margin. Now, because the monthly fee is $60, you have to keep at least $60 in margin. Okay, you've got to keep at least 60, or at least roughly 50. Okay, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to click add, and I'm going to click increase, decrease, and I'm going to decrease, and I'm just going to put another 100 in there. Add. And there we go. All right, so here are all my options: 250, 200, 100, all decreasing, or increase 100. And what you're going to do is you're going to see that the difference is not a whole lot when it comes to getting rid of debt quicker. So all I'm going to do is click Analyze. And right here where it says Analyze, I'm going to click it. Now notice down here, you see this where it says calculating payments? You remember how I told you with 13 creditors, there's 6.2 trillion different ways to pay off your debt? This program right now is figuring out what's the quickest way to pay off all these credit cards or all these creditors. So when I say, when a client asks, how does the program work? I say, I click a button and it starts doing the math. I mean, that's about as technical as I can get because I don't understand how it figures it out. It figures it out for me. All I'm doing, and you can see it here, my display priority is most times saved. So I'm trying to find out the quickest way to pay it off. Okay. And then you come to summary, and here they are. All right. So their original plan, they were going to be debt free in December of 2044. So that's another 24 years. With this program, if they decreased their margin by $250, they'd still be debt-free February 2032. I saved them 12 years. Even if they said, you know what, I want everything going, it's still June of 2030. So, 2 more years. So the point I'm trying to make is you're only going to be debt-free 2 years quicker. Is it important for you to wait until you're completely debt-free to start saving? Or why not start saving now? And yes, you'll have debt a little bit longer, but at the same time, I can save this $250 and I can use it in an IUL. I can use it for a college fund if I need college funding for my kids. And that's the point. You want to try to free some money up and show them, look, no matter what option you pick, we're going to get rid of your debt quicker. But is it important to be debt-free completely then save, or can we save and get rid of debt at the same time? That's the goal. The objective is to try to do both at the same time. Now, if a client just doesn't have margin, or it doesn't have enough margin, okay, they can use this program in a year or two. You can then get back with them when they actually have some margin, all right, or when they have more margin. But all I have to do is click right here. Let's just say, oh, I like this. I'm going to do 250. And boom, I've selected it. So here is everything showing when it gets paid off. But now I need the illustration. So I click update and I'm going to connect to server. So all it's doing is it's connecting the client to the GDEP server. All right, we'll ignore that. All right, so here's my client. How do I get my illustration? All of these are what are the forms that I want within the plan. Okay, so I'm going to click all of these except for the very last one. This old one, I don't need it. And then I'm going to do email report, but I don't want to exclude plan summary page. I want that in there, so I'm going to uncheck that one. And all you do, after you've checked everything, you're going to upload customer. It's going to ask you, do you want to CC someone in this plan? And I'm going to put yes, and this is where you put your email address. And we click OK. All right, so it's uploading the system. It's uploading all this information to the server. And I mean, it's going to take a couple minutes. Once it's uploaded, you're going to get a message. We'll see that here in a second. And then you need to wait 5 to 10 minutes before you get it, because it's going to the GDEP servers. It's processing everything, getting all the paperwork filled out and completed, and then it's going to send it to you. So give it time. If you don't get it within 10 minutes, just go back in and upload the customer again. Okay. Now you might ask, why do it this way? This is the easy way to do it. This does get saved onto your computer, but I'm going to be honest, it saves it into one of the most random spots, and it will take you forever to find it. Okay. This is the quick way. Oh, it did not do it completely. Okay, well, all right. I'm not going to worry about it now because I've already done it. But I probably have internet issues. So if you get this message, you're going to have to go out of GDEP, go back in. But usually you'll get upload complete. All right. And then you'll just click OK, you'll click close, and boom, you've got it. Now Rodolfo is going to show you this illustration here in a second. But before I transfer it over to him real quickly, when a client decides, I like this, I want to move forward, you're going to have to come back into this program. You're going to have to come to current debts. And what I want to show you is I'm going to edit. You see this button down here where it says additional debt information. When you click that, this is where you put the mortgage company's name, you put the mortgage company's address, you put the client's account number with the mortgage company, what is the exact payment, when is it delinquent. So whenever they say, Marisol, you know what, I love this program, I want to use it, your next thing is, okay, I need a statement from every single creditor. Can you get me your most current statement from your mortgage, your student loans, your cars, your credit cards, your loan, whatever the case may be? Can I have a statement from each and every one? Because from that statement, you will take all this information, their address, the account number, the payment, because notice, like I've got very round numbers in here, but more than likely they don't owe 150K. They probably owe $151,286.05. Right? My interest is usually not 4. It's usually like 4.3 or 4.25. My minimum is not $800. It's usually $798.26. Okay. But it's okay to get generalization when just trying to show them how it works. But if they decide, okay, I want to move forward, I want to use this, you've got to be specific. You've got to get to the exact decimal point, to the tenth, all right, to the exact percentage of how it works. Or how much they owe and things like that. All right, so just once they say they like it, your job's not done. Get a statement, and then we can go use this, go back into the program and get their exact numbers down.